Hello, this is Sancho from the Cranial Emission Show. Our celebrity voices are impersonated by Bang, Caleb, Joe, Jesus, or Miggy. Yes, we keep adding people every time.
Broadcasting from within the Ybor-Muda Triangle, live from the Lion's Den at 1704 and a half, yes, a half, East 7th Avenue, Ybor City, Florida. It's the Cranial Emission Show. Welcome your hosts, Ben Charles, Caleb Crispy, and Miguel Hito.
With a mighty roar, we broadcast here from the Lion's Den, the Cranial Mission Show. Ben Charles, the C-Squared, Caleb Crispy, and the Reverend Joey T.
Will you start clearing your throat out before you start talking?
Is that better?
Yeah, thank you.
Here in Ybor City, the Ybor-Muda Triangle. Excited about tonight's show, guys. We've got stand-up comedian Mark Vieira will be calling in the second half of the show, from well-known from Comedy Central, and also appeared on 30 Rock in the past as well. He's done some acting roles. So
I like that show.
I'm excited about having him on. He's got 3 nights that he'll be performing at the Tampa Improv next week.
Cool.
So he'll be dialing in. If you want to be a part of the show currently or throughout the show, you can call 813-438-6068. Go to cranialmissions.com. Check out the website. Listen through there. We've got an interactive map that tells us where around the world you are listening from. Follow us on Twitter at Cranial E and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/cranialmissionsnetwork.com. What's wrong with your beer?
I was just thinking we don't have any beer for the beer call.
We do. You don't.
Oh, that's true. Well, you're not too far behind me there, bud.
That is true.
Not too far behind.
No, that's true. You know what? That's a perfect lead-in. We might as well just get right into the beer call.
I guess so.
Why don't you give me fresh beer?
No time like the present.
Serious? Now! Hey, sir, you son of a bitch! It's magical.
It's laughing at me.
I wish I could brush my teeth with it.
I want to put my dick in it.
I wanted to put its dick in me.
I wish it were winter. We could make it into ice blocks and skate on it, and then melt it in the springtime and drink it.
So it's the beer call, the way we start off every single show. And Caleb, you have been found wanting.
Yeah. I want something better than the Bud Light that I'm drinking.
Bud Light during the beer call.
If I had a nickel for every time that was said throughout the country on every Friday night, I would be a rich man.
Whatever.
What are you going with, Joe?
I got the Widmer, I think, or Widmer, probably if you're in America. If you're in Germany, it's Widmer.
What is American beer? So
Brothers. Okay, so it's Widmer. But they're probably from Germany, so if they ever go visit their relatives, they're going to be like, "What's up, brother Widmer?" Anyway, I got the Widmer Brothers El Jefe. Oh, no, just Jefe. No L in front of it. It's not Spanish.
It's called Jeff?
It's called Jeff? Yeah, it's called Jeff, I guess. Maybe that's one of the brothers' names.
Maybe they have a Spanish cousin somewhere and they just named it after him.
Jefe. Yes, it's good, actually. But I drink it every time I'm here, so I probably have already talked about this, so I'll pass on to you.
That's okay. Caleb always goes with Bud Light or Yingling, so I'm going with Blue Moon, which is very domestic, as you said. That is correct.
Wow, we really fucking pushed the barriers this evening, didn't we? Wow.
I know. I mean, the last 2 weeks we've had some pretty fancy beers. This week we're kind of dialing in the beer call, aren't we?
Good.
Yeah. Well, hey, whatever.
I've been busy all week. I'm just glad to have a drink of some kind.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Okay, I guess that's a beer call. All right. Well, that was interesting.
That was the worst beer call we've had.
That was anticlimactic,
a
I think, actually, wasn't it?
No, actually, we had a good beer call last week. We had two beer calls last week.
Yeah,
well, there we go. We made up for this week. Then we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. Don't worry about it.
We doubled up last week.
We did.
Well, saying we need beer, it's probably a good thing. They found a study recently found that people who don't drink alcohol are more likely to die young.
Yeah,
I was so overjoyed to read. When I saw this story, I realized that I am going to live forever.
You could as much as you drink.
Yeah, but Ben, it doesn't say anything about meth in there. So, Just get off it for a while.
Hey, 9 out of 10 dentists recommend meth.
No, they do.
Oh
not.
wait, they don't. Yeah.
For their for business growth.
Yeah, for business growth. Exactly, dude. That's what it is. They're like, yeah, do the math. It's good, dude. Shoot some dentine.
I never wanted to do it, but then I lived so close to Sefner that I felt like I had to.
You know,
Dude, they actually deliver it on my front porch in Dover. I didn't even. It's like the newspaper.
newspaper.
I haven't paid for it in like 2 years, and they keep delivering it.
I got home today and this crappy newspaper that always shows up at the house, and I don't even take it out of the bag. I just throw it away. It was not in the front of my driveway. It was up towards the house, and there was a piece of paper underneath it. So I picked it up, and it was a little handwritten note by a little girl who has started her service where she comes around and picks up newspapers and takes them closer to the house for people, and she charges 25 cents. So she asked if I could deposit 25 cents in her mailbox for her. And I don't know where she lives. It wasn't in my
Entrepreneur,
neighborhood.
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was
dude. I mean,
she doesn't even live in my neighborhood, so I don't know where she lives. But I feel like driving by and throwing $10 in her mailbox for the.
well, you know what
the
the
hard
funny
work.
part is? She's actually working for a couple guys. She comes up and cases the joint while she's in there. She's like, "Yeah, they got 2 locks and alarm system. Scratch this one off there. All right, next one."
You got to do whatever it takes
Hey.
to make some money. I mean, in this economy.
In this economy.
Dude, I think it's ingenious, man.
I think it was really cool. But let's get back to this study because I know Ben's itching to find out whether this has any validity to it. They're saying it was a tightly controlled study that looked at individuals between 55 and 65. It spanned a 20-year period and accounted for all the variables ranging from socioeconomic status to level of physical activity. They studied 1,824 people, and only 41% of the moderate drinkers died prematurely, compared to a whopping 69% of the non-drinkers.
Oh, wait. It was for moderate drinkers?
Hold on.
Yeah, this is-
Meanwhile, the heavy drinkers fared better than those who abstained, with a 60% mortality rate.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
So you know what? You know what it is, I'm gonna put it out on the line.
They explain it, but I'd like to hear your version first.
I think it's probably because it's the fastest way to relieve stress is to numb the frontal lobe of your brain with alcohol.
Yeah.
So that's why we choose to drink every Friday night after we get off of a week of work. We're like, bam, let's numb some some lobal tissue or whatever. And I think that's what it is. Am I correct?
Yeah, they actually said that it's a social lubricant. It creates stronger social networks and better mental and physical health because of that. Non-drinkers have been shown to demonstrate greater signs of depression than their counterparts.
Speaking of lubricant,
you were right, nailed it.
Speaking of lubricant, I thought the quickest way to relax was Pornhub.
Nope.
No. Well, that does help. But you might as well have a beer while you're doing that, right? I mean, come on now. You can do more than one thing's worth. Can't you multitask there, Ben? Come on.
I tried to nope him out of that comment, but it didn't happen. He still went with it anyway.
He was going to say it.
That actually just encourages me when you do that. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, Ben, there's another study here that you should be excited about.
I am. I'm very excited about this one
They
as well.
say that beer could ward off dementia. The antioxidants found in the hops, they're saying, is a lot like same with the benefits of red wine.
Really?
So the antioxidants found basically help build your proteins and things like that. That they're saying is some of the reduction of it is some of the cause in Alzheimer's.
It just goes to show you that one man's alcoholic is another man's health-conscious individual.
Exactly. And I know something else. I know something else that can ward off dementia, and that would be not trying to convince yourself you're something you're not your entire life. Dude. It seems to be most people go a little crazy because the truth just comes and gets them at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, alcohol helps with that. It helps disguise the truth. It's good. It's good for compartmentalizing.
Especially the truth of your hideousness, your physical appearance.
Wow.
To those women.
Are you talking to Ben?
Yeah, that was.
Wow, that was
I
kinda
tried
mean,
to. I
dude.
tried to make a jab there, and it
It
came
came out
right.
really mean.
I
Dude.
know.
Wow, dude.
Was that supposed to be a joke? or?
Yeah, I don't even know if I can laugh at that,
Jeez.
Caleb.
Ben, I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm gonna go on Facebook and post about this.
Hey,
You should.
you should.
You should.
I would.
You
I
should.
would at some point.
Make sure Vince Lombardi's ghost sees it as well.
Okay, well, I got one other beer story here.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
What do you got?
Well, you got the drought in California right now.
Beer?
Well, you got the. It's affecting the beer.
Oh, okay.
Because with the drought now, you got this water restriction going on.
Right.
We talked about in the past Tom Selleck trucking water for his avocado farm and stealing.
In his helicopter?
Yeah, stealing water with TC and Island Hopper's helicopter.
Yeah, I heard he was actually pretending there was a forest fire. He put up fake flames so they would drop water from the helicopter and And never mind.
Flake Fames? Are
Would
those,
cut it-
Yeah, let's move along.
are those flaky famous people?
Moving along.
You know, we were talking on the mics before the show, and you even made a comment that it loosens us up a little bit and kind of gets us get it going. We're almost done with this segment. We're only
Let's
like
never
7 minutes.
let's
in.
never warm up again.
Yeah, I think we might have.
We're better when we start dry.
Yes.
Well, speaking of dry, this drought in California.
Right. Back to the drought.
Okay, affecting the beer industry because now with these water restrictions, the breweries there are being told that they have to cut monthly water use by about 10%. Well, that's basically cutting them down by a significant amount of production.
Yeah.
So this is really starting to hit them in the wallet in terms of their profit, and you would think that they're going to have to make up for that by increasing prices. I mean, typically, if you can't use production to galvanize profit, what are you going to do? You're going to raise the price.
Or they could just tell the guys that are cleaning the stuff out to turn the water hose off and not let it drain off.
Yeah.
You know that guy's out there like, God, I hate this, man. I got to sterilize all this crap, and the water's just.
Maybe they can use reclaimed water for that.
Maybe they should get a cistern. You know, when I lived in the Caribbean, there was no groundwater.
Well, here's the problem. It's a drought.
No rain. Big issue. Well, you could build a really big cistern, one starting in Florida because we get plenty of rain, and just run the pipes all the way over to.
Yeah.
Probably be a little
Just
lost.
a big funnel, real big funnel.
Something
in the
like
system.
that. You know, listen, man, I'm not a science guy, so I just come up with ideas.
You're just an idea guy.
Someone else figure them out. I don't know.
They might not have any scientific validity, but I just come up with ideas.
Yeah, and it's just throwing them out there.
I mean, meanwhile, California, per capita with their breweries, has more breweries than any other state in the country.
Well, see you later.
Yeah, so they're taking a hit here.
Yeah, that sucks though.
And you can, I mean, I would think you can't use reclaimed water anyway because using quality water is a big part of making quality beer.
No, I mean reclaimed for the cleaning process. Use sterile reclaimed water, but for rinsing and cleaning things. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it. I mean,
they should start making beer out of wine.
There you go.
There you go. Just fill it up with wine. Add some hops. You'll have hoppy wine.
Or
what?
They could actually probably save money because water is so expensive there. They could make beer with Bud Light.
They could. Or Gatorade, and then it would have electrolytes. So it would be good for you.
Where's Beer Jesus when you need him?
That would be awesome. Hey, turn
wine into beer?
No, turn Bud Light into beer. Oh, we don't have any more beer for the flock there, Beer Jesus.
I think it's funny that Kay was making fun of Bud Light while he was drinking it.
I know.
Hey.
It's yeah.
You know the story. I don't like to drink heavy stuff out here because we usually drink quite a bit, and I've got to get home.
We drink quite a bit because we're trying to save our lives.
This is true. This is
about health, Caleb.
Health. Yeah,
safety first.
It is. It is about health and safety and prolonging life and just enjoying life better.
Caleb, did you want another beer?
I would love one.
What do you want? A Bud Light again?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'll on one of the breaks. I'll jump up. I don't even know what they have. I haven't looked.
The lovely Miss Jessica, who's new here behind the bar at the Lion's Den.
Yes.
Trying to tend to our beer needs.
She's doing a fantastic job at it.
Yes.
Excellent.
We're just giving you props on the radio, Jessica.
Yes.
Anyway.
You know who doesn't need any more props because he's got enough?
Probably some guy with a boat.
No.
Never mind. Sorry.
No. This is a Japanese samurai who.
Japanese samurai.
He sliced a baseball in half. 100-mile-an-hour fast-pitch baseball.
What?
From 30 feet away.
Is there video of this?
There is.
Oh,
I'll show you later. I mean, it's not going to translate. There's no audio, so it's not going to translate. But he's at a batting cage, and he's set up 30 feet away, which is really close. And it comes out, and he just slices the ball right in half.
So if the catcher caught one and the pitcher caught the other, would that be 2 outs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, right?
Yeah.
That'd be like the first double play on one pitch.
Yeah.
And one batter.
That happens a lot.
You're right.
You think that,
but one batter, nobody on first.
in other news, the Rays have actually contacted him to be their new hitting coach.
Yeah, and they're hoping
They should.
Sheldon's pissed. He's not happy.
No, well, shouldn't be.
No, but that's pretty amazing. I mean, the kind of eye-hand coordination that's going to take. I mean, it's amazing. First of all, to have the eye-hand coordination to hit a baseball going 100 miles an hour with a bat is amazing, let alone with an actual samurai sword.
Well, but it's also 30 feet away. He's not 90 feet away, or what is it, 67 feet
from the
pitch?
mound.
Yeah. So the batter's standing 60. So he's
it's further than that. It's not 67 feet, right?
I think bases are 90.
No, the bases are 90. I thought the pitching mound was only 45.
No, it'd be about 67 based on the math.
Okay.
Again,
Makes sense.
specifics, science.
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
my
know.
strong
I mean,
point. I got an idea. Hey, bring it at 45.
We'll look it up.
Put it at 45 feet. Let's see what happens, kids. Lower the mound a little bit. Actually, dig a hole.
But I mean, if
Dig
they're
a hole.
That's what I want to see now. I'm gonna
60
start
feet, 6 inches.
I'm going to start my own baseball league where you're in a hole as a pitcher.